Hi boys and girls, it's me Butch. My name is Terry. Live in Silvercloud. Not native, just sounds that way. I'm 81 years old and today is the 9th of December 2025. So I'm testing out new gear and thank you for coming and watching. If you like what I'm doing, please give me a like. It lets me know that somebody liked me. Oh good, we all like likes. If you dislike me, have the balls or the chance to tell me why. Take the time to sign in and it's good that you know. Not a good thing on camera. I got an itchy nose! Yeah. So, I could yak on, I'm a talker, I could yak for ages about all kinds of things. When I was young, we moved a lot, which didn't help in gaining self-confidence, and but I slowly, by the time I came out of the Navy very young, I gained a lot more. But when you're a nerd and you're young, I think I thought I had it all worked out when I was going to tell you about this. Clearly I don't. What happens is I smoke a shitload of pot and I'm thinking, well, this is what I'll talk about. Of course I get out here and I can't remember what the hell I was thinking about anyway. I want to entertain you and give you advice. But when I was young, I was a nerd and it was hard for me to come out of that shell of being socially awkward. You know, I was a smart boy, and because we moved a lot, my father was semi-illiterate and he knew nothing about sports. He grew up on a farm in northern Ontario with no running water and no electricity. That's where he grew up, in a one-room schoolhouse. So Butchie's younger days were in spending a lot of time by himself, but always trying to make friends. I was thinking earlier, I just recalled now, I was thinking earlier about Wayne Starenchuk. Wayne, I don't know if you're still alive, probably. Who knows, I'm 81. When I was about 10, we moved and I wanted to make a friend. And in school, I checked out the best looking guy, the coolest looking guy in the classroom. I'm going to make him my friend. So I don't remember how I did it, but I do recall having that type of thinking that I was going to make him my friend no matter what. And I did. So my first contact with him outside of school that I can remember in my rapidly fading old login was in my block where I lived at the time. A bunch of boys my age, 10-year-olds, were playing what we call cowboys and Indians. They wouldn't be allowed today. They had cap guns, like fake guns, and they shoot each other with cap guns. If they worked, they went bang. That's what kids did in those days. This was 1954, 53, 54. So and I joined in, but how we really bonded was, from what I can remember, was we both got paper routes somehow. I don't know how that happened, but then we couldn't play together because we were off delivering newspapers after school. But in spare time, we bonded over the newspaper thing, from what I remember, because there was a contest on where if we could get the most new subscriptions or something, we could win a trip to somewhere, and he and I were going to go take that trip together. But my dreams were dashed because we moved again, and that was the last I saw of Wayne, who was a incredibly good-looking young guy. I just remember him being so nice. I don't know if he would have turned out gay or straight. I have no idea. Richie Poo chases after straight guys, and I had a 10-year relationship with a guy who was straight. I wanted to photograph him. I'm known for photographing male nudes. He was a semi-type street kid living with a plumber handyman who had a house across the street from us and always had a bunch of late teenage boys sort of living with him as helpers on jobs. And I guess he was like me. He liked 18, 19, 20-year-olds. He liked them young, which he does too. So this straight, I'm telling you one of my stories, this straight boy, Troy, he was walking across the street towards me and my boyfriend at the storefront. We had our bedroom and stuff behind the, you don't need all that. Anyhow, my boyfriend and I lived in a storefront there in Queen Street, Toronto, out near Jones Avenue. And Troy was crossing the street and I wanted to photograph him. And he saw me stop and wait for him, and his first words to me were, "I don't talk to fags." And I said, "That's okay, I'll do the talking." So I guess the old man across the street, maybe he was really close, I don't know. Obviously, somehow he knew that me and my boyfriend were boyfriends. And he goes to the street. So he was just about to turn 19. And he was 18, he was about to turn 19. And I was about 42 or 3 or something, I don't know. But I told him what the deal was, and I wanted to photograph him, and then even give him a bit of money, and he was going to have to take his clothes off. So I guess, it seemed like a lot of money to him. It was to me too, because I was poor back in those days. But we arranged a date, and he showed up at the studio, which was right there, and I had all my gear set up. I shot on the Hasselblad with professional strobes and stuff. And we did a lot of photographs, and at the end, because a lot of them were motor shots, asked him if he wanted to blow his load, which he did, and so I gave him a blowjob, and he liked it. So the next day he called me and asked me if I wanted to do it again, and of course I did. So that began a very long relationship, where he could just get a blowjob whenever he wanted. He just had to ask. And no problem. And with his girlfriends, he went through 3 of them. If they picked him out or whatever, if he was homeless, he could always stay with me. And I don't want to worry about him because he's a long story. He moved to New York. He became a photographer eventually. It's a long story of even how that happened, but he became a photographer and moved to New York. And as I was retiring, going to semi-retire, I was going to Vancouver, so that was the last really saw him once more. He went to Vancouver for a short visit, and after 9/11, I hadn't heard from him when the towers came down in New York. That's where the photo district is in New York. Maybe he would have been working there or had a studio there or something, and I couldn't get hold of him for like a whole week after the towers came down. And he'd always made sure that I never could get near or find out his girlfriends. Well, I knew who his last girlfriend was. That's a really part of a long story too. He became a couple with her. But anyhow, I knew who she was, where she worked. So I phoned there and told the receptionist the story that this particular lady manager of this professional photo lab knew somebody I knew and who I thought was in New York and I hadn't heard from, yada yada. Told him his name was Troy, and he said, "Oh, Troy's standing right beside me." So when the towers came down, our photographers were like shut down for really fucking for a while. All the studio, there's a cheap rent area there. Anyhow, we had a talk, so that was the last. I don't want this, see, I could go on and on forever about all kinds of things. Mostly I know a lot of you come here because you just want to see me, right? That's what you want to see me. So that's what I'm trying to do is let you see me. what's this old, what's with this 81-year-old? Like, who the fuck is he? I'm Butch. My name's Butch. What I'll do is I'll tell you the story of Butch. My nickname has been Butch for about, I'm 81. My nickname has been Butch for 25 years, since the year before the year 2000. When I moved out to Vancouver, my brother, who is deceased at the moment, he was into computers, and he showed me how to work a computer, and so I was online, and back in those days there was no X or Twitter or YouTube, none of that existed, but there were bulletin boards, and so I joined one called stupidity.com. It doesn't exist anymore. Anyhow, their bulletin board on this website was called the Butch board, and when I joined, I noticed nobody had taken the username. Nobody had taken the username Butch in the Butch board, so I took it. I've gone through name things in my life, so changing my name was using a different name was no big deal for me, or anything like that. I won't go down that story because I sidetracked what the hell I'm talking about. But anyhow, I became Butch on the Butch board, and I advise streetactive.com people that they should take the name butchboard.com for their for their website. Streetactive.com. That's a whole lot of typing. It's stupid. I said, no, we know what we're doing. So Butch, that's my homepage now, butchboard.com. I don't work on it much anymore, but you want to see all of me if you catch my drift. Walk around, you'll see it. Or you'll even see the straight boyfriend I'm talking about. Anyhow, I think this video's gone on really long at this point, and it's mostly just to be a test video. And if I keep it short enough, I can put it up on other channels and try to develop before I quote. I'm 81, I have serious heart conditions, I have pain management conditions, I have hormone conditions. I had a lot of red blotches all over my stomach and arms and legs last summer, so I was too embarrassed to do videos. I was out to Oasis, Clear Beach, Naked Beach that way, but they know me and they thought I was looking pretty ugly too, and like, yeah, cool. No, you look ugly. So I've been waiting for that to heal, and there's still some marks down here and some marks in my arms. They're going away, and I'm happy because Butch is a pretty vain kind of guy, and keep facing you guys. I have 3 cameras right here. This is a big test, and you should actually be watching you guys over here. Here's a big wide camera, and you want me back there. You guys want me back. I know why you want me back there. I'm trying to train the gimbal to look down more, but it's harder than it seems. And see, like this gimbal over here, it stopped tracking me because I was waving my hands around. It thought I was telling it to stop tracking me. So if I went out of frame, you guys there for a while, it was because the artificial intelligence isn't as intelligent as it seems. Oh, I remember I was thinking, what am I going to talk about? I have so much I could talk about. I hate religions. I think religions are kind of intelligence. I don't mean to insult people, but seriously, it's magic and make-believe and stuff like that. Get over it. Nobody knows what's going on. Butch's definition of God is that God is a metaphor. A metaphor means it's a word. It stands for something like stop. Stop, the word stop sign means you should stop. That's not a very good metaphor. But Butch despises religion as being evil to control people who aren't well educated. So Butch's definition of God is it's a metaphor for the sum of all of reality, all at once, all of the time. This is, you're living within God. You are God, I'm God, everything is God. God is everything all at once, all of the time. And logically, that's the only possibility. There's no such thing as creationism. because then you have to ask, well, where did that come from? You see how silly that is? You just keep going, dividing things in half and in half and in half and in half till you never actually get to the half. I get this camera. Get some track better that way, better that way. Hang on a second, I'm going over to you guys. I'm going to make a little adjustment. There you go. That's better. Maybe. Get you to, let's do that. No, the other way. Ah, yeah. Get used to these motorized cables. So, I get myself. I'm trying to. I can actually see monitors of all three cameras, but I keep tending to watch you guys because technically you're right in front of me. This is my little space here. I couldn't resist. I have a bad heart and bad circulation, so I can't really sleep in my bed anymore. So I sleep right here so that I don't have to raise. Oops, we lost you guys. Over here. Here. Both of you. You two. Come on. Come on. Over here. Over here. That's a good girl. You two. Over here. Come on. Sorry, guys. On camera. Here we go. Ah, that's a girl. Go over here. Go over here. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Okay. Got all confused with this white thing and as I said, the artificial intelligence it's not as intelligent as one could wish. This was like $20. I started telling you, like, I sleep here at night, so I can have my, and I just walk out. I can have my feet down, and then my feet won't hurt, and I can sleep. So for the last couple of months, my heart condition's gotten a lot worse. This is where I sleep. Usually I have other things I can throw over me to keep warm, but this was just so gay. I had to get it. You're not tracking me anymore, are you? Come on here. There you go. See that? Now I know. See, this is all a learning experience to me. That bright light, things like that, can really distract my gear. So I keep thinking I'm going to shut up and I don't. Well, there may have something to do with all the pot I smoke. So if this is a long video, thanks for staying. If you go over here, I'm going to make a little adjustment to you. You're going to go over there. Oops, didn't want the fill light, but I got it anyway. So you're going to go over there and we're just going to say bye-bye to everybody, and I'll try and get you all in sync when I finally edit. So this camera over here that just turned on its full light for some reason, I guess I touched the wrong thing. When I give it a V slide, it's going to stop recording, so that'll be the official end of the video. Okay. This is going to be the official end of the video. We ready for the official end of the video? Yeah? Is this it? It's the official end? Okay. We're just going to say bye. Bye-bye! Hi boys and girls, it's me Butch. My name is Terry.